Hey there, Bob the gardener out here in southwest Missouri. I got kind of a overcast day. It's about 87 degrees, feels like 93. And today I'm going to do a quick talk about bush beans. So let's get right into it. Over here in my garden, I've been clearing out my jungle of a garden, and I've been harvesting my bush beans. Now, I grow two different types of beans. I grow bush beans and I grow pole beans. Bush beans, they grow in the ground. Normally you don't have to stake them up. Mine kind of got wild because I was away for a little bit and they're kind of falling over. So I'm going to have to, stake them up a little bit. Pole beans, you don't have to do that too. They climb and they climb up my bean poles, and I'll show you. That's a different video. But right now I'm in here, and what I'm doing is going through here and I'm harvesting my bush beans. Now there's several different, well, more than several, probably 100 different varieties of bush beans. I just grow, the typical Kentucky Wonder Bush and some type of a yellow bean. I use Monte Gusto or a different type of yellow bean. And with bush beans, they don't last as long as pole beans do. So basically, every 2 weeks or so, I plant seeds for bush beans all summer long, and that gives me continual growth, continual production. Because after a while, they'll produce, and then the plant will start dying off, and you have fresh plants coming up. You get beans all season long that way. Normally bush beans are stringless. You don't have to string them. Some pole beans, unless you buy specific seeds that say stringless, then you'll have to string the pole beans. We have to worry about with bush beans. So down here right now, I thought I'd get down in here a little bit and show you close up. These are the yellow beans that I've been growing, and I'm harvesting them now. I harvested 3. Here's the bucket I use. It's like a 1-gallon bucket. I harvested 3 buckets of those yesterday, just in my one raised bed, and now I'm continuing on doing more of these, pulling them off. One reason they call them snap beans, because when you go to pull them off, they make a little snapping noise. But like I said, and one thing you have to watch out about bush beans is they're a very fragile plant. You can easily pull these out of the ground with hardly no effort at all. And I've done it. I can't say I haven't done it. See, I got a whole bunch over here too, right in there. And so I start out with bush beans. They produce quicker than the pole beans do. And then I harvest. I continue to plant every 2 weeks, more seeds, and I'm going to be planting some today to get me some more plants. And then I keep harvesting, and I can my beans, and we have green beans all year long. And I don't have to ever go to the store and buy green beans because I can them all up. They're not very susceptible to disease, but they are kind of susceptible to insects, so you got to kind of really keep an eye on things. I haven't really had any problem. If the beans fall over and they touch the ground, insects will eat the beans. Like, I call them roly-polies. They're good about eating the beans. But with raised beds, you don't have as much of a problem as you do if they're actually in the ground. So I'm going to get after this. Going to continue to harvest these today, the ones that right there, and I got them all over in these beds right here. I got some that's still growing and producing. Up here I have some bare spots that I'm going to plant more seeds in. This is where I pulled out these marigolds. When I planted these marigolds in these beds, I didn't realize they were going to get this huge. So what I've been doing is pulling them and transplanting them in other places. The ones that survived, they're kind of a fragile plant. But anyway, I'm ranting on. Let me get back to the green beans. So the green beans, bush beans, normally you don't have to stake them up. If they get too heavy with green beans, they will fall over. Then you will have to grab a small stake and stake them back up. After a period of time, the plants die off, and that's why you continuously plant every 2 weeks more seeds, and you continue to grow all through the season. Now, one thing, beans do not like the hot weather, and so they kind of go dormant until it cools off again. And just because they go dormant doesn't mean, you know, don't pull your plants up just because they go dormant. If they're looking okay, leave them alone, because eventually they're going to flower again, and then they're going to produce more green beans. That's one thing I learned the hard way. I pulled out a bunch of, because I thought they were dead and they were just dormant. And then I learned that you leave them alone unless they actually die. And that's what I have about green beans right now. May have some more information later about it. But out here in the heat, digging through my green beans and harvesting my jungle, getting it back in order. In southwest Missouri, where it's kind of hot and overcast. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to continue with my beans.